Hey everybody, it's time for Steve's office again. Welcome. Hey, I have an idea. Let's go talk to my good friend Molly. All right, we are here with Molly. And Molly, what do you do here at the church?
I am the parish secretary. I greet people, answer the phone, do the mail, schedule meetings and events, help out the church school, whoever may need some extra help.
Mm-hmm. So the question is, what don't you do here?
Pretty much, yeah.
How long have you been with Sharon Lutheran?
I have been here for almost 21 years.
Wow.
I started when I was 5.
How many pastors have you been through?
Oh, geez. With all the interims, I have to take a moment and count.
Wow.
It's been a lot.
You've seen a lot of changes around here.
I've seen a lot of changes.
Yeah. How about like as far as, does the building look like it did when you first started?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Except they renovated the sanctuary back in the mid-2000s, I believe. So they brightened that up, and then they did some work in the South Hall. They updated all that. So otherwise, it's pretty much been the same.
Cool. What would you say your favorite part of the job is?
Greeting the people when they come in, and we've got some characters in the parish. So yeah, it's fun to visit with them.
Do you have a particularly good story?
Not offhand, I don't.
Okay. You've got too many to tell, I'm sure.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe they're not all appropriate for video.
That's probably true.
What does Molly do when she's not working?
Go home and take care of my cats and my husband, and not a whole lot, actually.
Tell me about your boots. They have spikes on them.
Oh, they're, I bought them online. I thought they looked kind of cool, and they were inexpensive.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
Yeah? What's your hobby?
Hobby? I like to motorcycle ride.
There you go.
Do a lot of that in the summer. We try to do a lot of that in the summer.
Yeah? And that got pushed back because of snowstorm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll probably be May, June before we get out on the bikes.
Because I'm going to guess Monday you were probably thinking about getting the bikes out, right?
Yeah, actually we were. We had a lot of motorcycles out and about in the neighborhood this past weekend.
Uh-huh. So you went away for like a month recently. Where did you go?
My husband and I took a vacation for a month to Yuma, Arizona. His mom and dad live there. So we had the opportunity to take a month, so we went there and had a great time.
That's awesome. What did you do down there?
We bought a lot in December, and it needed some work. So we spent most of the time cleaning up the lot and burying some more electrical and water lines and just working on it.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. So tell me, things are a little upside down right now. What kind of advice do you have for the people watching this?
As Burgum says, take your responsibility and stay home. Be careful. Yeah, just take care of yourselves and don't pass this stuff around.
Yeah. Stay home unless you're Molly or Missy, because they keep our office running here because they're awesome.
Yeah. And we do try to keep our distance from each other.
Sure.
So, yes.
Yeah, I'm like 10 feet away from you right now.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And but that's just normal. Like I don't go near people in general just because they don't like me. No. Okay. So anything else you want to say before we say bye?
The snow will go away.
Yeah.
Yes, and brighter days are ahead, everybody.
Awesome. Good advice. Good to hear. Thanks, Molly.
You're welcome. See you later.
Thank you so much for talking with us, Molly. Molly is awesome. She is our front desk person, and when people come into the church, she's one of the first people they see. So she does such a good job making people feel welcome when they come here. I wanted to talk today again about Easter. And thank you, first of all, for watching our Holy Week services, Monday, Thursday, Good Friday, Easter Sunday. We were super happy with how they turned out, and we were so happy that so many people gathered in their homes with their family and worshiped together last week using those services. So big thank you to everyone out there who continues to support Sharon by watching our videos and our services, and continues to give us words of encouragement here as we kind of navigate a weird time. Today I wanted to show you a particularly important item in my office, and it does tie into the Easter story in a way. And most of us know the Easter story. You know, Jesus gets crucified, rises again, forgives us. We are forgiven of sin because of that, or saved from sin. It's kind of cool because when you look at that and think about it, it's like we get made new every day. Nothing we do on a given day condemns us for life. We get to wake up knowing that God forgives us every day, thanks to Jesus. So there was a time in my life where I needed a lot of forgiving. I needed a lot of grace, and I needed a lot of help from people in my life that God put around me. So I have a item in my office that reminds me of that every day. So I'm going to show those to you today, talk a little bit about them and what they mean to me, and what they're all about. So let's go take a look. These are my Extra Life medals, and they are part of a fundraiser that I do every year where I play board games to raise money for Sanford Children's Hospital in Fargo. We help sick and injured kids get medical treatments. We support the Children's Miracle Network there, and they supply toys, games, distractions, help for the parents, whatever people need. So this is something I do every year, and I've been a big part of for the last 2015 I started, so 5 years of my life. And it took up a big chunk, and it was something I threw a lot of myself into, but it took a lot of people to help me get there. I'm going to show you this. This is just a Sanford Children's ornament they gave me one time. This is my certificate that they issued me of appreciation for all the work I did with them as president of the guild. I used to help run and organize the fundraising efforts in North Dakota for this charity. That's my cool award they gave me. I'd never been given an award before, so that was kind of neat to see, or neat to get. So yeah, these are my medals. They're very important to me. And let's also take a look at this, because this kind of ties into a message I had given you earlier. He redeemed me, so I am wanted. He showed me grace so I could be saved. He has a future for me because he loves me. So I don't wonder anymore. I'm a child of God. And there was a lot of time where I did wonder about that. So we'll take one last quick look here at the medals, and then we will come back down and just chat about this. So yeah, those were my Extra Life medals. And just a quick story regarding that is when I started with Extra Life, raising money for that charity, it was about 2015. So what had happened was our daughter Erin is a cancer survivor. She had to have a bone marrow transplant because she had leukemia, and she did a lot of her treatment at Sanford Children's Hospital in Fargo. And so when that had all ended, I had some friends at a comic shop in Fargo called Paradox. My good friend Rich Early, actually, who owns that store. He's awesome. But he got me involved in the charity because he was like, well, you're a gamer. He goes, you want to do some good for kids? Want to do some good for families and kids that were in your situation? And so I said, sure, why not? Our good friend Hillary from Children's Miracle Network also helped me get involved and connect with the charity. And so that first year in 2015, I just gamed for the charity to raise money. And it was really awesome. Like, I got to meet some really awesome kids. I got to meet some really awesome families, people who were struggling in similar ways that we did. I did a few podcasts with them, and it was really cool to hear those stories and find similar people who were dealing with similar situations. And so it let me know I wasn't alone, because when we were going through that, you can isolate sometimes when things are not going so well. And you can get kind of crabby and cranky and not want much to do with other people. So I really thank Extra Life and Rich and Hillary and Children's Miracle Network for pulling me out of a funk that I was in. A funk that, had I stayed in, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. And that's part of the redeeming power of God, right? Jesus died on the cross to forgive our sins, so that every day, I don't have to be that person anymore. And everything I did during that period, maybe if I snapped or was mad at somebody or had an issue with something, I'm forgiven of those things, and I can start over new. And so that's really the power of Easter, and really the message of Easter is that, yeah, it was a sad time. Jesus died, but he came back, and we were forgiven, and we could start over and do whatever, do things in our life that maybe we didn't think possible, because maybe we thought we made mistakes that were just too big. And so, with God, we never make mistakes that are too big, and we can always be forgiven, and we can try every day to be better than we were before. We get a new chance every day if we messed up the day before. My Extra Life medals are 5 reminders of something I do every year that is a big part of the change in me. It's a good reminder to me that to never lose hope, to never get to a point where I'm isolated from everybody around me. It's just a good reminder that God calls us to do things, good things that maybe we didn't think possible. I didn't think I could raise money for kids, but I did. I put my heart and my soul into that, and the results were amazing. And that meant God was trying to push me in that direction. And then ultimately, because I started doing that, I'm sitting here today making videos in a church because I get to do this every day now. And getting involved with that fundraising work was a big part of that. So those are probably 5 of the most important things in my office. They're a constant reminder to me that, yeah, it's not over for you. So I know, since things are kind of wonky out there right now, I think a lot of people are kind of losing some hope, but that's the other message of Easter is hope, right? God brings us hope. God promises us that there's more to this. So what I do is look around you to the things that you may be missing out on. Like, are you not noticing something good in your life because you're focusing on what we've lost? Think of what you've gained. Think of what you have. There's all kinds of things out there. And it's a good reminder every day that, we wake up and we can make a new day out of it. So I encourage you all to do that this week. Take a look outside. Think about the good in the world, because there is good. Even though the news isn't always good, there's a lot of good news out there if you look for it. And maybe you've got your family, maybe you're still in contact with your friends. We can connect virtually. There's all kinds of ways that there's still good in this world, and it does take some effort to look for it sometimes, especially when we're feeling down. So this is my word of encouragement, and I hope that you all can go out there and feel better about things this week, and know that if someone like me, who was a really down in the dumps person years ago, can become this, that you can become anything if you listen to God and see where God's pointing you. So that's my word of encouragement, and I really hope you think about that this week. We're made new every day. Jesus died to forgive our sins, so that when we mess up, that's not the end for us. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and keep checking out our videos. We really enjoy knowing that you're out there watching them. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all praying for each other. I hope you're all enjoying time with your family when you can. I hope you are all adjusting to a new normal, and I hope you feel some peace in your life and know that God's got this. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.